Okay, Danny sent this video to me of Trump.
Top 10 funniest things I've ever watched.
It is funny, but I will say, as I was watching this,
I want to say I've maybe heard him do this bit before.
He's done the Christie bit a few times. He's talking about Christie. This is in his repertoire. Everyone says he does a new hour every time. I don't believe it.
Like I saw this, I go, this is so funny. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, but
there's no chance you're doing a fucking fresh hour.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, look at him. He's just ripping. Who could do this riffing off the top of the dome 90 minutes a night? You're like,
he's doing bits.
He's doing bits. You're fucking buying into the slop.
But I will say, when I see some of these videos, you can see on the other side where you're like, when like girls that get like TDS where like he drives them nuts. Mm-hmm. You can see videos like this and you're like, I could see chicks being like, I hate this.
Of course. And they're like, I don't, you know what it is? And like I was just watching Ari on Tucker Carlson or whatever, and they're talking about like how Jay like basically said like he just likes the candidate who he doesn't have to hear about the most,
sure.
Right? And you're like, there is an element where you're like, if he comes back, it's back to 4 years ago where this is the whole
That's a great point, yeah.
All the time. 100% of media bandwidth is just Trump all the fucking time. Whereas like now, like really you didn't hear much about Biden for the first 3 years. It's only now that the election's coming up and then, he's more in front of the cameras and then you're like, okay, he's got these gaffes or whatever, but
Ari had another funny thing where Tucker Carlson, he was like, he goes, what are the, is there problems in comedy? And he's like, yeah, there's some problems. He goes, what kind of problems? And he goes, you're doing the thing where you go, so you helped an old lady? You'd think that you'd be rewarded for that.
Dude, I literally was listening down on the train over here
really
and
funny.
I was laughing on the train. Like, out loud.
I saw that clip. I was like, that's hilarious. Yeah. Jinx. Okay, this is the Trump quote.
Be a little bit Democrat territory, but we're leading in Nevada, and a waitress came over, beautiful waitress, and I never like talking about physics. She's beautiful inside, because you never talk about a person's look, ever. You never mention. The other day, I got very angry. Some man called Christie fat, and I said, sir, and then he said he was a pig. I said, sir, Christie is not a fat pig. Please remember that. He is not a fat pig. Please take it back. And the guy's looking at me like, really? No, we have to defend people. You can't call people
This
fat.
is his stadium act, by the way. That's the funniest way. Do you? I love Danny, but the other day someone came up to me and just said, this guy's a fat, disgusting pig. I said, Danny Bullshuck is not a fat. He said he got a small dick. I go, Danny Bullshuck is not a fat pig with a small dick. No, you should stop saying that. He's dumb too. I go, listen, I stood up for him. I go, he's not a dumb, fat, small dick pig. They called him Danny Bullshuck, the small, fat dick pig. I said no.
I rebuked that.
I rebuked that. They didn't like his haircut either. None of my business what his hair looks.
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah. And then he challenged Trump, or he challenged Biden to a golf. Did you see that?
It's funny.
He goes, I'll give you 20, play a Doral. He goes, I'll give you 20 strokes, which is a lot of strokes. That's more than one a hole. He goes, I'll give you a 6 handicap. You should not.
That should decide the election if they do that.
Well, you definitely, if there's another debate, which I assume there will be, I can't imagine this is the last we've heard of this 20-stroke challenge.
Well, they should definitely at least do like a 3-putt.
Even a mini putt, just a mini putt. He goes, Biden, like right at the last hole, has to get it through the windmill to be the president.
Biden's facing the wrong way.
He goes, no. Just trust me. And then he like hits the fucking railing and like bounces outside. He goes, bong, 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 bong. He goes, oh my God, like everybody is like, just time slows down. Goes right through the window.
Clink. We have a new president, ladies and gentlemen. Why not, man?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Why the fuck not?